भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। जयतां सुरतौ पङ्गोन्मम वन्दामतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजो राधा मदनमोहनो। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा. So once again we are having our Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. We begin our week. Of course, they say Sunday is the beginning of the week, but for us, the work and the other responsibilities, they all begin again on Monday. So that's the new week practically. So we are beginning this week. Before we get busy into the necessary duties that we have to perform, let us first get busy in meditating on the glories of Lord Gauranga. Because just by meditating on glories of Lord Gauranga, we can do anything. Anything is possible. Material, spiritual, name it. It's possible just by thinking of Gauranga. Right? It works. Try it. नहीं work करने का सवाल नहीं है. It cannot happen like that. All right. So, thank you all devotees for coming for this discussion. And today we are beginning a new chapter. The chapter is the talks between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai. This is very esoteric subject matter, because the discussions between them, they deal very greatly in the matters of rasa. Yes, in the matter of mellows. I was reading a very wonderful book by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. There Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions that the book's name is From Moses to Mahaprabhu. So he mentions very clearly that despite giving enough charity, so much profuse charity, despite performing all tapasyas, performing all vratas, doing all yajnas, even doing all japa, still one cannot attain Krishna. It is not possible without having rasa, the mellow. And this particular chapter speaks about the rasa tattva. Each of the pancha tattva, they are actually associated with one of the five rasas. The pancha tattva actually talk about five tattvas. Advaitacharya, the Pancharatriki Tattva; Nityanand Prabhu, the Prema Tattva; Gadadhar Pandit, the Bhava Tattva; Srivas Pandit, the Bhakti Tattva; and Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself, the Rasa Tattva. So that subject matter is going to be discussed here. So I feel myself very unqualified to lead this discussion, but as a service and having hope that Srila Prabhupada is there with us in each and every one of his word-to-word meaning, his translation, his purports. Prabhupada is with us in this journey. So it is actually Srila Prabhupada who is taking us through this chapter. I'm just acting as a humble instrument. So by taking the dust from the lotus feet of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, let's begin this esoteric chapter. So our objective is to discuss two sections. So in the first 8 shlokas, we are going to see how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to take the darshan of Jada Narasimha. Jada Narasimha is in Simhachalam. He's come to South India, right? Yes. And then he comes to a place on the banks of river Godavari called Rajamundri. The place is still there today. And that's where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meets Ramananda Rai. So if some of you remember who've been attending this CC class, they'll remember that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the moment he understood Gauranga Mahaprabhu is going to South India, he told him about Ramananda Rai, who is the governor of Madras. The whole of South India at that particular time was called as Madras. So he was the governor. So although belonging to a Shudra family, externally speaking, This personality has a very, very deep grasp of the very profound truths of spiritual knowledge. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he tells that if you happen to go to South India, please associate with this personality, Sri Ramanand Rai, and you will be in bliss. I also had opportunity to associate with him in the past. That's what Sarvabhauma says. But that time I was a Mayavadi. And because of Mayavadi, I understood nothing. So I took his association very cheaply, or I could not benefit much from his association. But Gaurang Mahaprabhu, you will definitely love to be with him. So please go and associate. So it was Sarvabhauma who had introduced Ramanand Rai much before they meet. Alright, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. संचार्य रामविद भक्त मेघे स्वभक्ति सिद्धांत चयामृतानि गौराब्धिरैते रमुना वितीर्णैस् तज्ञात्वा रत्नालयतां प्रयाति. Okay, as Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in the very first shloka, he gives a synopsis of the entire chapter, thus glorifying Mahaprabhu. Sancharya Rama Bidha. Yes. Rama Abhida, person known as Rama, Sancharya, he empowering. With what? With Swabhakti. With his own bhakti. Of what bhakti is what? Bhakti Siddhanta. So here Prabhupada translates Bhakti Siddhanta as Swabhakti Siddhanta means the conclusions of his own devotional service. Yes. Conclusions. And Bhakti Meghe, he's called like in the cloud-like devotee. He's called a cloud-like devotee. Why he's called a cloud-like devotee? Yes, cloud, Krishna is compared to cloud. Cloud carries rain. Right? So similarly, just as clouds pour out rain, cloud-like devotees go and pour out the mercy of prema, that Krishna prema. Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. Yes, he's an ocean of mercy, but the ocean does not have the ability to put off a forest fire. On the other hand, cloud borrows the water from the ocean and goes and puts off the forest fire. And that's what is the first shloka of Guru Ashtakam that we recite every day. Samsara Davana Leedha Loka. Correct? So that's why it's called as the Bhakti Bhakta Megha. Bhakta Meghe. He's addressed as a cloud-like devotee because he's going to pour out profuse realizations of what? Swabhakti Siddhanta. How come? Because Sanchari, he's empowered. Empowered. So he's empowered with what? Bhakti Siddhanta Chaya Amritani, the nectar of all collections. There's going to be collections of nectar. Yes. In this world, materialistic people, they keep collections of wine, collections of liquor, and they're very proud of it. This wine is 200 years old. Of course, I don't know. They quote, it's an old wine. Very and older the wine, better the taste. Like that people say. I have no experience. So the point is that this is the true collection of nectar that the soul is looking for. Yes, and the mind misunderstands that to be all the other beverages. But we want this Amrita. And this is the right collection that we're looking for. And we are going to get that collection of that conclusion. Yes. Gaurabdi Reter Amuna Vitirnais. So Gaur Abdi. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is compared to the ocean. See, that's why he's compared to the cloud. He's compared to the cloud because he is borrowed from the ocean of Gaura. Etes Amuna Vitirnais. So what this personality Ramanand Rai is doing is whatever he has collected from the ocean of Gaura, this cloud, Vitirnais, he is distributing it. Yes, a devotee is meant to distribute. Distribute. What? We have things to distribute. Once I was there, this just recently I was in Mayapur for the ISKCON Leadership Sangha. So at that particular point of time, there was we were all sitting on different tables, and I had resolved to sit on different tables each day to have association of some different Vaishnavas, so that I can learn and connect and have a relationship with them. So I was sitting and having prasad, and the devotees who were serving prasad they didn't want that the leaders get up and come back for second serving. So there were some bhaktas who were taking bowls, 4 bowls, and going about and doing the serving. So there was one bhakta, I called him, not for me, but for serving the devotee in front of me. Please, that's the etiquette. If you want something, you should ask for the devotee sitting in front of you. Suppose you want halwa, you should not ask halwa. Hey Prabhu, give me halwa. You should call and say, please give this Prabhuji halwa. Then that Prabhuji will tell, I don't want halwa. Then he'll say, for whom? Oh, you want? Ah, yes, Prabhuji. You can give, no problem. That's the Vedic etiquette. Give that Prabhuji halwa. And उनको नहीं चाहिए. अरे उनको तो नहीं चाहिए. फिर किसको चाहिए? हाँ हमें दे सकते हैं. That's how. So we don't. That attitude is exhibited. So I was calling the devotee. So devotee, I asked the devotee, what do you have? So the devotee said nothing. Why you have nothing? But you are still roaming around. What are you doing having nothing in the bowl? He says, yes, Prabhuji, I'll go and get something. I forgot I have nothing. So this is how, then I was thinking this devotee probably he was going around nicely for 5 minutes, carrying nothing. I said, these are materialistic people. They have nothing, but they do big advertisement. Advertisement बढ़िया करते लेकिन है कुछ नहीं उनके पास. They don't have any product. So he's going around nicely like this. कुछ चाहिए क्या? You have nothing to give. But Vaishnavas have so much to give. So much to give. Even a bhakta who spent about 6 to 8 months in Krishna consciousness sincerely, he's chanted, he's read Prabhupada books, he has heard the lectures very sincerely every day, Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya. You will find this person will have so much to give. Even big religious studies PhD professors will not have so much of substance than this bhakta who has come and is sincerely practiced bhakti. Yes, why we have so much to give? Because we get so much. Just recently hearing the lecture of my spiritual master, he said that whatever talents we have, whatever knowledge we have, whatever realizations we have, they don't belong to us, but they are given to us so that we distribute. A devotee is meant to distribute. Yes, prasadam, yes, distribute. Holy name, nama is given to us, distribute. Knowledge is given to us, distribute. Yes, we distribute. So till the time we don't distribute, we will not be fulfilled in our sadhana. So distribution, this kirtan, sankirtan is very important. Tad jnatva ratnalayatam prayati. So knowledge of devotional service, tad jnatva. What is this ocean? What is a Gaurabdi, correct? Ocean normally contains water. But what is the content of this ocean that this cloud has purchased? The particular content that this ocean is having is a Ratna Laya. It's an ocean of nectar. Nectar of valuable jewels like Siddhanta. Even when Bhagavatam is glorified in by Krishna Stava, by Sanatan Goswamis, he's talking about that. Sarva Shastrabdi Piyusha. He calls Bhagavatam as among the ocean. It is Sarva Shastra Abdi Piyusha, nectar of the ocean, because from the ocean only you get nectar. Sarva Shastra Abdi Piyusha, Sarva Vaideka Satphala. The tree of Vedas, Bhagavatam is the fruit. Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya. Yes. So then the third line he says is Sarva Siddhanta. Of all the philosophies, this is the Ratna. So this is a jewel of the philosophy. So that conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam is Rasa Shastra, Srimad Bhagavatam Rasa Malayam. So we are going to see that conclusion. Yes. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, next. Purvarite Prabhu Age Gamana Karila Jiyada Narsimha Kshetre Katadina Gela. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu After his programs at Kurmakshetra delivering the leper Vasudev, yes, then he went ahead in his travels and went and had the darshan. He went to the darshan of Jiyada Narsimha Kshetra. This place is the place of Shimhachala. That's what Prabhupada says in the purport. On one stone tablet, it is mentioned that formerly a queen covered the deity with gold plate. Yes. So gold plated cover is there for the deity, the former queen. Mm, yes, there is another Vijay Murti. The smaller deity can be moved in the temple. Okay, nice. So this deity belongs to the Ramanuja Sampradaya. He has made them in charge of this worship. Next. नृसिंह देखिया कैला दंडवत प्रणति प्रेमावेशे कैला बहु नृत्य गीत स्तुति. Yes. So upon seeing Narsimhadev, he get Dandvat Pranati, he offered obeisances, and in complete love, he did lot of Bahu Nritya Gita Stuti. These three things we have to do: Nritya Gita Stuti, dance, sing, and pray. What did he pray and sing? Shri Narsimha Jaya Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. Hare Krishna. So now we understand why devotees we sing this. We sing it because Gauranga Mahaprabhu sings this. Yes. Shri Narsimha, Jaya Narsimha, Jaya Jaya Narsimha. Prahladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa. What's the meaning of this name? What's the meaning of this particular shloka? So Narsimha is called here as Prahlada Isha. That's one of the names. See, God gets a name uh, through his devotees. Like look at Krishna. Krishna is the master of Sudama. He gets the name Sudama Nath. Yes. He's the master of Radharani. He gets the name Radha Nath. Yes. So similarly here we find Narsimhadev is called as Prahlada Isha, which means Lord of Prahlad. So what is he called here? Padma Mukha. Padma Mukha is actually referred here as Mother Lakshmi. Mother Lakshmi has that wonderful lotus-like face, and Narsimhadev is beholding the wonderful face of Mother Lakshmi, just like a bee is always trying to take some nectar out of the lotus. So here the bringer is the bee. Yes, the bringer is the bee. So Narsimhadev is compared to that honeybee who is beholding the very beautiful lotus-like face of the goddess of fortune. Okay, how is Narsimhadev there? This Sridhar Swami mentions very wonderfully in a commentary. Vagisha yasya vadane Lakshmi yasya cha vakshasi yasyaste hridaye samvittam narsimham maham bhaje. So Vak Isha. Vak Isha is who? Vak Isha is Saraswati. Yasya vadane. So Narsimha Dev is always assisted by Saraswati Devi. Lakshmi Yasya Vakshasi, and Lakshmi is always at his chest. Actually, she is there in he's embracing. So this comes in the Narsimha Kavach also. Narsimha Kavacham Vyakshe Pralnadedoti Tampura Sarva Rakshakaram Punyam Sarvo Bhadravanashanam. Then Sarva Sampatkaram Chaiva Sarvamokshapradayitam Gyatva Marsimham Devesham Hema Simhasanastitam. He's sitting on a golden throne. Vivrit Kamala Samkasham. Yeah, this third line. Yeah. It says Lakshmya Lingita Vamangyam Vibhutibir Upashritam. Yes, Lakshmi ji is embracing him. So he's embracing Lakshmi. Saraswati is there. And Vivtastram Tinayanam Sharadindu Samaprabam. He has three eyes. Three eyes are sun, moon, and Agni. So Narsimhadev is Trinayanam. He is also called Trinayanam, not just Shiva. Narsimha also. Sun, moon, and Agni. There is three eyes. And Lakshmya Lingita Vamagyam. So he's embracing Lakshmi and Vibhuti Upashritam. All Vibhutis are sheltered at his lotus feet. Yes. Chaturbhujam Komalangam. See, although he's Ugram, his Anga is Komal only. He has four hands. Chaturbhujam Komalangam. Sarvaka Swarna Kundila Shobhitam. He has very beautiful Kundala and Raksha Shobhito Raksham Ratna Keyura Mudritam. And he's always surrounded by the different Ratnas, the jewels, jewel-like devotees. So this is the beauty of Narasimhadev Bhagwan. One more shloka comes, Sridhar Swami's commentary. Prallada Hridaya Ahladam Bhakta Avidya Vidaranam Sharadindu Ruchimvand Parindram Vadanam Harim. So he's saying Prallada Hridaya Ahlada. So what does he do? He's always enlightening the heart of Prallad. Prallada Hridaya Ahlada. Through what? Bhakta Avidya Vidaranam. Yes, and what does he do? He attacks and kills the avidya in the heart of his devotees, Narasimhadev Bhagwan. Sharad Indu Ruchim Vande. So his Parindra Vadanam, his face is like that of a lion, and his particular mercy is like the distribution of Sharad Indu, the autumn moon. There is also Sharadiya. There is a Sharadiya Ras. There is Vasant Ras, there is Sharadiya Ras. Vasant Ras is performed in Chandra Sarovar. There Krishna does. And in Nidhivan, he does the Sharadiya Ras. So the Sharat Purnima moon is special, right? It's a special moon, big moon, clear moon. That's why it's Sharat Purnima. That particular day is the day of, the night where Krishna performs the Ras Leela. So like that shining moon, Narasimhadev gives mercy. Abundant mercy. Let us see more shlokas. Ugro api anugrah evayam swabhaktanam nrikeshari keshari vasvapotanam anyesham ugra vikramah. So here many two times Ugra is coming. Ugra means ferocious. Ugro api anugrah evayam. Although he is Ugra, he is fierce. Now, how many of you, tell me honestly, if somebody is very angry looking person, would you like to go near him? This person is very angry fellow. Oh, no, I'll not go near this fellow. Maybe he'll become angry on me also. And that is why it's very important a devotee should be happy. Imagine a book distributor is distributing books. Chant and be happy. Come on, chant and be happy. Nobody will go. You first be happy. Right. If you are not happy, what is it? Don't be Ugra Narasimha in book distribution. While preaching, see, you should be like a lion in preaching, but don't make face like lion, Ugra. That only Narasimha Bhagwan can do. Ugropi anugrahevayam. So although he is Ugra, when he is actually Anugra, for whom? Swabhaktanam Nrikeshari. For Bhakta, for devotees. So this Narasimha Bhagwan for his devotees, he is Anugra. Keshariva Swapotanam. Example that is given is just like a Keshari. Keshari is lioness. Swapotanam, her own cubs. Anyesham Ugra Vikramaha. So a lioness, for her own cubs, she is anugra, she is not ferocious. But for others, lion is very ferocious. So similarly, Ugropi anugra evayam swabhaktana. So Narasimha Bhagwan, for his own devotees, he is not Ugra. So Prahlad was not afraid of Narasimha. Right? On the other hand, Hiranyakashipu became very fearful. He said death has come. But still that fellow is so foolish, he didn't surrender. It's a fool. It is a beautiful composition of Sridhar Swami. So he's composed a lot on Narasimha. It appears he is a great devotee of Narasimha Bhagwan. Eimat nana shloka padi stuti kaila Narasimha sevaka mala prasada anidila. So as Mahaprabhu was praying like this in front of Narasimha Bhagwan, so Narasimha sevaka, the servants of Narasimha Dev, so they got the mala prasad, the remnants of food, and they came and gave it to Mahaprabhu. Somehow, this is a very great fortune. Even personally, when I go to the Dakshin Bharata Kshetras or Divya Kshetras, especially to some Kshetras which is not very crowded. Yes. Many, unfortunately, do not know the glories of the Divya Deshams. Very unfortunately. Ranganathji is very famous. On the other hand, the Sri Rangapatna Ranganath is not that very famous, so not many people come there. So wherever there are sparsely populated like that, even when we go, just by seeing the tilak and this particular saffron dress, many times pujaris come and give us also garland and foodstuffs. So I remember going to Aragiya Narasimha Perumal in Tamil Nadu. His Aragiya means very beautiful. Although he's Ugra Roop. The Rupa is Ugra. He's angry. But he's called as Aragiya Narasimha. Yes, Aragiya Narasimha. So he's called as beautiful Narasimha. Is that anger also there is beauty? Yes, Krishna's anger also is. Krishna's everything is Madhuram, right? Adaram Madhuram, Ramitam, Chalitam, everything is Madhuram. His anger also can be Madhuram. So that's why it's called Aragiya Narasimha Perumal. And there I had gone. So the pujari there had come and we had done kirtans. We did Ogram Viram, we did Narasimha there and gone with a group of youth. So at that particular point of time, the pujari had given the Mahagarland. I remember. It was a very blessed experience to get that. So Mahaprabhu has been getting. So I'm personally very insignificantly connected to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, trying to be his devotee. So I remembered, just like that, remembered. पूर्ववत को न विप्रे कैला निमंत्रण सेई रात्रि तहा नहीं करेला गमना. As usual. See, Prabhupada is writing. As usual, one Brahmana, whichever Kshetra he goes, he came and offered invitation. So Mahaprabhu had no problems for accommodation and prasadam. Absolutely no problems. So you go out for preaching. Mahaprabhu is showing with his own example. You go out for preaching, there is no problem with your accommodation and prasad. That all can be arranged. Everything is arranged. You just go out and preach. I'll arrange everything. Such a mercy. And I've personally experienced this also. When we go out in the van parties, bus parties to the very, very remote areas of the district, you wouldn't have even heard the names. It would be very difficult to pronounce the names. And you'll be shocked and surprised to know there are people living there. In such places, sometimes normally when we go for the van party Sankirtan, we have a standard procedure. We pause the book, we start the book distribution around 7, right? And we pause around 8:39. We pause that time because the sun is at very peak. Devotees have to do sadhana, others have to cook, many things are there. But we get everything. Somebody or the other we meet in the morning will come and give some rice, vegetables, and some people will come and please come to and cook in our kitchen. We'll make arrangements. Ho jata hai, it happens. Every day new place, not the same place. And the van party has an objective to reach out to every town and village. So they don't go back to the same place. So you can, there is no scope of cultivation or creating relationships. Absolutely not. And then that particular evening, what do you need? Place to rest. Somehow or the other, something is arranged. I remember one special experience where we had gone to a place where you cannot hear even a single sound. There's no range. So I remember going into a library with an intention of distributing books to the library. And the librarian was very good. I distributed books and I just casually asked him, well, it's just a library, you stay here, what is this? He said, this is my house. This is my library also, which I've created for the villagers to come and take benefit. And I have some guest houses and accommodation. I said, whoa, very nice. So can I ask, can we stay? He said, it'll be an honor to host all of you. Please stay. So staying was done. Nice venue for Mangalarti. Everything was wonderful. So he took some books and others we gifted him. Please take. And we had cooked that night's dinner and he also had with us. It was so wonderful to have such experiences. So that's what Mahaprabhu's movement is. You just go out. And prasad, accommodation, don't worry. These are 2 requirements. People have tension. Hare prachar ke liye jayenge, prasad ka kya hoga? Don't worry, arranged. And what about accommodation? Don't worry, arranged. Everything's going to be arranged. Just we need to have that faith and go. So, like this, Mahaprabhu got invitation. So, this was the Mahaprabhu Simhachala Jyada Narsimha's darshan. Now, प्रभाते उठिया प्रभु चलिला प्रेमावेशे दिक विदिक नाही ज्ञान रात्रि दिवसे. So, in the morning, after getting up, Mahaprabhu started moving in complete love. And this is how the Paramahamsa sannyasis would travel in those days. Yes, they would simply be inspired by the Lord, where to go, and wherever Lord inspires, they would go. Shukdev Goswami, who probably would have told him that there's a great king, the king of the world, Parikshit Maharaj, he's decided to take sannyas. He's just worn a kopin and he has come. Please go there. Who's giving the indication? The Paramatma within the heart. That's why he says, Janasya Krishnad Vimukasya Devad Adharma Shilasya Sudukitasya Anugrahayeva Charanti Nunam. Anugrah, they just have compassion in the heart, and Charanti, they walk. And whichever direction the Paramatma inspires them, they go in that direction and they preach. And that's what Mahaprabhu is doing. Completely Prema Veshi. Completely under the control of Prema. Dik Vidik Nahi Jnana. He didn't know what is direction, which is right direction, wrong direction. Dik means direction, Vidik means wrong direction. He didn't know. Nahi Jnana. Ratri Divase Nahi Jnana. He had no idea whether it is day or night. He just continued. पूर्ववत वैष्णव करी सर्वलोक गणे गोदावरी तीरे प्रभु आइला कतदिने. So after having made Vaishnavas in the previous places, he comes to the banks of Godavari. So he reaches the banks of Godavari. And what happens as soon as he reaches the banks of Godavari? Let's find out. Godavari dekhi haila yamuna smarana tirevana dekhi smriti haila vrindavana hari bol. This is the consciousness. So Mahaprabhu, wherever he would see a river, he would remember, hey, Yamuna, Kalindi. He would see some forest, Vrindavan, Hari bol. So you see a mountain, Govardhan, Hari Hari. In fact, he would see somebody with a boy with blackish blue complexion, something like blackish complexion, Krishna. So he would remember everything connected to Krishna. Nothing else. I just remembered a joke that a devotee was doing this Pandav Nirjal Ekadashi and he was totally avoiding the darshan of Jagannath. He said, why Prabhu, you are avoiding darshan of Jagannath? He said, I'm seeing the face of Jagannath. I'm remembering Rasgulla and Gulab Jamun. The eyes of Jagannath, white color, they're Rasgulla. And the black dot here is Gulab Jamun because he had eaten one sweet. It's called, we make this in ISKCON. It's called Krishna Balram sweet. Yes, so there's Kala Jamun and Rasgulla given together. Eat. Anyone tasted? Having the fortune? I'll feed you, don't worry, someday. Okay, so that particular thing is there. And sometimes even milk Gulab Jamun is kept. We give milk, there's milk, there is rasgulla, that becomes rasmalai, and in milk you put the kala jamun, it becomes that particular sweet, kala jamun doodh. So he was remembering that sweet. So I am not looking, I'll break my Ekadashi fast. On the other hand, there are some devotees. There was one devotee in Odisha. He was given this particular sweet. He was given idli. He was given idli. He's remembering Jagannath. So when there is sense gratification, you are seeing Lord, you remember sense gratification. When a devotee sees prasad, he remembers Lord. Arey, to jaak mere Jagannath ki tarah hai. How can I eat this? He's thinking now, how can I eat this? This is my Lord's eyes. I can't eat Lord's eyes. No, I will not eat. I'm remembering Lord. Yes. So funny. So Mahaprabhu, wherever he would go, he would give any indication of Vrindavan, he would immediately remember Vrindavan. There's always been Vrindavan. And that's the nature of pure devotee. So when Prabhupada was asked, okay, you're staying in such a filthy place, Bauri. He said, filthy? Bauri? No, this is Vrindavan. Why? Because a pure Vaishnava's heart is Vrindavan, Hridaya Vrindavan. There are 5 types of Vrindavan. 5 types. One is Goloka Vrindavan, which is in the spiritual world. The second one is Bhuloka Vrindavan, that Vrindavan which manifests in this material world. The third one is Vikasita Vrindavan. Yes, Vikasita Vrindavan is a Vrindavan setting that is created by a devotee. It makes a replica. The fourth one is Gupta Vrindavan. Oh, that's hidden, only for personal use, not for public. Vikasita Vrindavan is for preaching. For preaching, like Prabhupada said, all my temples are Vrindavan. So that is Vikasita Vrindavan. Vrindavan is developed. And the fifth one is Hridaya Vrindavan. The heart of a pure devotee is always Vrindavan. And it's actually from the heart of pure devotee that the Gupta Vrindavan and the Vikasita Vrindavan, they manifest. So that's how it is. The heart should be Mora Mana Vrindavana. Heart should be Vrindavan. Then wherever you go, you see Vrindavan. Hari Bol. Sevane ka takshana kari nitya gan, Godavari parahaya taha kaila snan. Okay, so in that particular forest, Mahaprabhu did dancing kirtans, Vrindavan, Hari Bol. And Godavari parahaya, he crossed over Godavari and then he took his bath. Next. घाट छाड़ी कत दूरे जल सन्निधाने वसी प्रभु करे कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तने. So Ghat Chadi, leaving that bathing place, Kata Dura Jala. So he went a short distance and there was a Jala Sannidhane. It was a particular place for bathing. Vasi Prabhu Kare Krishna Nama Sankirtane. So there he sat down and started chanting. Hena kale doyala chadi Ramananda Raya Snana kari bare aila bhajana bajai. Hare Krishna. At that particular point of time, when Mahaprabhu was thus, he had completed his bath and he was chanting. Yes. That time, Dolaya Chadi. Dola is palanquin. Right? They take procession, right? So that's called. Sometimes we have Dola Yatra for Lord. Dola Yatra is on the palanquin we take Radha and Krishna very nicely. Dola Yatra. We take them. So Dolaya Chadi Ramanand Rai Snan Karibare Aila. He also came to take bath. It was time to bath. But since he was a government officer, yes, there was music played. There were a lot of musics and bugles and drums because a big officer is coming. Yes, to take bath. See, we take bath, people sing music. Palki, correct. It's called palanquin. So people go and while taking bath, they sing music. That's a culture actually. While taking bath, if you're just taking bath with water, you become snata. But you take bath with water and mantra. While you're taking a bath, you're singing something, some kirtan, some prayer. You become shuchi. Yes, you become pure. So we have to be shuchi, not just nata. So some murmuring of mantra should keep going on. So snan should be with mantra also. So here, what is happening is Ramanandra is going to take a bath. It's a big thing. Government officer coming to take a bath. Music, bugles are announced. Everyone is giving indication. Ramanandra aa rahe hain. It's a big ceremony every day. Same for the king. King is coming to take bath. It's a big thing. Tara sange bahu aila vaidika brahmana vidhi mate kailate ho snanadi tarpana. Yes. So here, along with Ramanandra came all the Vedic Brahmanas who were reciting the Vedic chants, and it's a vidhi that keeps going. They came to recite the mantras. So as per all rituals, he took his bath and he offered his oblations to forefathers also. He did Pitru Tarpan. Yes, so there are many ceremonies that take place. And see, even taking a bath is a very big ceremony in the Vedas. So we have to understand that each and every activity, when we are a little conscious and we are aware of what we are doing, it can bring about bhakti in the heart. Every activity, honoring prasad, taking bath, it can be anything. We can be very Krishna conscious. Prabhu tara dekhi jani laye hi Ram Rai, tahara milite Prabhu Ramana uthi dhai. So Mahaprabhu immediately understood. He is Ramananda Rai, he is Ram Rai. And tahare milita Prabhura mana uttidaya, and Mahaprabhu was eager to meet him. His mind was running to meet him. Yes, so Mahaprabhu shows a huge amount of mind control here. He really wants to go and just meet Ramanand Rai, but he shows a little bit of control here. तथापि धैर्य धरी प्रभु रहिला वसिया रामानंदाइला अपूर्व सन्यासी देखिया. So although Mahaprabhu was wanting to run mentally, his mind ran. मन तो चला ही गया उधर, but still धैर्य धरी. He just caught hold of himself. No, 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 no. Be patient. Control, control. थोड़ा control करो. And then he remains. रहिला वसिया, बैठे रहो. Yes, keep. Remain seated. Just like devotees are eager. As soon as Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, they want to run for prasad. So the manager of the temple will come with the mic. Please, please, patiently remain seated. Beto, beto. There are some announcements. Still nobody is listening. Everyone is going. Mind is helplessly attracted to prasadam. So like that here, Mahaprabhu really wanted to go, but he patiently sat. And now what happened is Ramananda happened to see Mahaprabhu. Ramananda Rai, seeing this Apurva sannyasi, he saw, I've never seen a sannyasi like this. I've seen many sannyasis, but this sannyasi is extraordinary. Extraordinary. Wow. So he saw him, he wanted to come near. So Ramanand Rai approached Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Surya Shata Samakanti Arunavasana Subalita Prakanda Deha Kamalalochana. So what's the darshan that he is having? Now, again and again, the scriptures just look for an opportunity to glorify the beauty of Lord, just so that we also can visualize and mentally picture what the scripture is depicting. So let's all try to visualize. Surya Shatasama, hundreds of suns, Kanti, that is the radiance, effulgence, or the light that's emanating from the body. Hundreds of sun have arisen together, shining, effulgent. Aruna Vasana, saffron garments. Wow. And this color saffron is chosen very wonderfully. A person will definitely stand out of the crowd, when he dons saffron. So Aruna Vasana, it is like very attracting, that color. Subalita Prakanda Deha. Oh, Subalita. Bal means strength, and Subalita means very strong, very nicely built. Prakanda Deha. Devotee should be like this. I'm not just talking about brahmacharis. Yeah, devotees should also have very good looks. In the sense, they should not look tired, dull, morose, and he's going for preaching. Jai. Nobody want to come. No. You're depressed, man. You go see a doctor. Please go see a doctor. On the other hand, somebody is very happy in Krishna consciousness. Automatically, when you're happy, your face is shining, you have a smile on the face, and we should wear nice clothes. Yes, clean, nice clothes, good clothes. And Subalita, don't be skinny, something like that. Eat nice prasad. Right? Nice prasad, and person is okay. Khata pita hai. Subalita prakanda deha. Big or small is not in our hands. So Subalita Prakanda Deha, Mahaprabhu is 7 feet tall. That was his height. Huge personality. And Kamala Lochana, lotus like these two are not in our hands. Kamal Lochan, we cannot put kajal or mascara and we'll become Chinese. And don't do that. But the point is, yes, we very well rested, very nice, serenity. These all are some of the qualities that the people expect in a sage. In a devotee or spiritual practitioner, should be serene, cheerful, jolly, content, very warm in dealings, very nice to be with, a good person to be with. Then people will accept, yes, he is. They don't care how much, what sadhana you have done, tum kya seva karte ho, kab se kar rahe ho, not bothered. That's not what actually will inspire them to come and accept Krishna. देखिया ताहारा मने हैला चमत्कार आसिया करीला दंडवत नमस्कार. So So when Ramanand Rai saw, his mind was wonderstruck. Hayla chamatkar. And this is experience of everybody. Everybody. Whoever would see Mahaprabhu, Krishna's beauty, chamatkar. Please try it. Go to Mayapur. Go to Panchatattva and just see chamatkar. I've seen people getting lost. I've seen Pujari being lost. First time I had seen Panchatattva, I saw the Pujari is worshipping. Like that he's worshipping the deities. So he also wonderstruck seeing the beauty. Krishna revealed his beauty, the opulence. Asya Karila Dandavat Namaskar. He just came and fell flat like a rod in front of Mahaprabhu. Uti Prabhu kahe utha kaha Krishna Krishna tare alingite Prabhura hridaya satrishna. So Mahaprabhu said, get up. The Lord also stood up. He stood up. Uti Prabhu. He got up. And Utha, he told him also to get up. Kaha Krishna Krishna. Yes, chant Krishna Krishna. Yes? Or we say Hari Bol, right? Hari Bol should not be spoken by a junior to a senior. Because that's like instruction. You're commanding to say, hey, Hari Bol. A junior may say Hari Bol to somebody. So sometimes by mistake, not knowing, we say, Hari Bol Maharaj. Hari Bol Maharaj. So we shouldn't be doing that. So we should, usually the senior instructs. Mahaprabhu being a senior, he's a sannyasi. He's instructing Krishna Krishna, Hari Bol. The junior devotee, they say Hare Krishna. They don't instruct the seniors to say Hari Bol. Once this happened, my spiritual master was performing the kirtan after the yatra that evening. And he performed the kirtan, and after the kirtan ended, all devotees, all of them, 5,000 in one voice, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, they were singing like this. Maharaj, very gravely, his eyes closed, Pancha Kalpa Tarupyascha. He just chanted Vaishnava Pranati, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, and he went. He left. And next day, in all groups, the respective group leaders made announcement. But after Kirtan is over, if you are saying Hari Bol, you are instructing your guru to sing. Who are we to give instruction to spiritual master? So from that day, no more Hari Bol after Kirtan. Now, that culture was finished. That was the last day. Yes. So devotees have started asking for apologies. Did I ever say Hari Bol to you, Prabhuji? I'm so sorry if I've done that. It's okay, no problem. You're my senior. You have right to say Hari Bol. You're asking me to chant Krishna's name. That's great. Antare alingite prabhura hridaya satrishna. So Mahaprabhu was very, very eager to embrace. Was very eager to embrace Ramanand Rai. तथापि पूछिला तुम्ही रामानंद राय तेहो कहे से हन दास शूद्र मंद. So then he asked, just to confirm. He's Paramatma in the heart, but he's still confirming. Tumi Ramanand Rai? Are you Ramanand Rai? Yes. And he said, yes. Sei haya dasa shudra manda. I am a shudra. I am a brainless fellow. I'm manda. But I'm your servant, lowly servant. Oh, come on. I request devotees to please not apologize for saying Hari Bol before. Devotees have become very, very conscious. Everyone is writing DM to me, Prabhu. आपको बहुत बार बोला प्रभु, माफ कर दिया. It's okay, fine, it's over. तबे तारे कैला प्रभु दृढ़ आलिंगन प्रेमावेशे प्रभु भृत्य दोहे अचेतन. Now see what happens. Now this is something which is going to blow off the fuse of all the brahmanas. Tabe tare kaila Prabhu dhrida alingana. At that particular point of time, tightly Mahaprabhu embraced Ramanand Rai, and both of them almost lost consciousness because of love. Murchana. This is what happened. स्वाभाविक प्रेम दोहा हृदय करिला दुहा आलिंगिया दुहे भूमि ते पडिला. So both of them, they had embraced and they fell to the ground. So who is Ramanand Rai? So Ramanand Rai is Vishakha Sakhi. Actually, it's Arjuna in the mood of Vishakha Sakhi. Ramanand Rai is Arjuna in the mood of Vishakha Sakhi. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani in the mood of Krishna. So friends, double friends. This was a very solid bond. Because Arjuna is Krishna's friend. And Vishakha is Radharani's friend. So the friendship is much more intense than others. Right? So it's a very intense friendship that they have. So this was the reason they embraced and they just fell down. Now, these were the symptoms. These are symptoms of Ashtasattvika Vikar. Sambashveda Ashrukampa Pulaka Vaivarnya Duhara Mukhe Teshuni Gadgada Krishna Varna. So they were faltering voice, they were chanting Krishna. Gadgadaya Vacha. Stamba, they were paralyzed. The body was, they had a paralytic attack. Sweda, they were sweating. Ashru, they were crying. Kampa, they were shivering. Pulaka, hair was standing on end. And Vaivarnya, their color changed. They became very pale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, Ashta. The 8th vikar is Murcha, to faint. So these are the Ashta Satvika Vikar, Satviki Bhav. देखिया ब्राह्मणेरा गणेरा हैला चमत्कार वैदिक ब्राह्मण सब करे न विचार. All these Vedic Brahmanas, stereotype Brahmanas, Prabhupada writes, they were all confused. ये क्या चल रहा है? Hey, what's happening between these two people? We never saw something like this. Ramanand Rai, what happened to you? Are you okay? Are you all right? So they got confused. What's that? They got bewildered. एत सन्यासी तेज देखी ब्रह्म सम शूद्र आलिंगी आके ने करे न क्रंदन. So what they were thinking, अरे look at this sannyasi. His bodily effulgence is like Brahman, is like Krishna, emanating Brahman effulgence. He is embracing a Shudra and he's crying. What is this? यही महाराज महापंडित गंभीर सन्यासी रस्पर्शे मत हैला अस्थिर. And look at this. Ramanand Rai, he's Maharaja's governor. He is a very grave person. बहुत seriously रहता था. ये काम किया क्या? Report submit करो. पैसा कितना आया? He's very strict and grave. After touching this sannyasi, this fellow became mad. ये पागल हो गया है. How is it? So they are not able to digest. They are thinking. एई मत विप्रगण भावे मने मन विजातीय लोक देखी प्रभु कैला संवरण. Okay, so in this way, as the Brahmanas were thinking, उनके मन में ये भाव था. This is what they were thinking. Vijatiya loka. See, Sajatiya lok means what? Sajatiya means these are our people. So like Nityananda, Mukunda, Damodara, Advaita, Sarvabhauma, Gopinath Acharya. These are all what? Sajatiya. They are our people. Vijatiya is opposite. Vijatiya means they are outside people. That means they will not get what we want. So in devotees also have to be careful how to deal in presence of Vijatiya people. In front of devotees, we can use words like transcendental, Prabhu, ecstasy Prabhu, give mercy Prabhu. But in front of outsiders, we cannot behave the way we behave with devotees. No, we can't do that. If we do that, then we will not do preaching. We will do opposite of preaching. Right? Oh. विजातीय लोक देखी प्रभु कैला संवर्ण. Okay, प्रभु ने अपने आप को संभाल लिया. He held his emotions. Wait. So this is what Mahaprabhu came in Bahya Chetana. He came in the external consciousness. We have 3 minutes. We have 4 minutes and 4 shlokas. Let's see if we can do it. Mahaprabhu's kripa, it's possible. सुस्त हया दुहे से ही स्थाने ते वसीला तबे हसी महाप्रभु कहिते लागिला. So they both became sober and steady again. They sat down and that time Mahaprabhu smiled and spoke as follows. Sarvabhauma Mattacharya kahila tomara gune, tomara milite mora karila yatane. Yes, So it is Sarvam Bhattacharya who spoke so much of your wonderful qualities. He's glorified you a lot. And Tomara Milite Mora Karila Yatane. So he had actually tried a lot to make us meet. He told definitely you both should meet. He convinced me. Toma Mili Bare Mora Etha Agamana Balahaila Anaya se Pailu Darshana. So he said that actually me coming down here to the south is actually just to meet you. Yes. So I thought I'll have to take a lot of appointments and all, right? Because whom I'm going to meet? Governor, Prime Minister. Is it easy to meet them? No. I never thought I'll get to meet you because you're on a government, you're in a very high pedestal at the government. You're in a very high position. So I never thought we could meet. But you just see how the divine arrangement of Lord, I could meet you so easily. Hare Krishna. So here it is. So I've got an interview here. Mahaprabhu says interview. So this word, darshana, darshan, this Prabhupada translates this darshan word as interview. How seriously do we take interviews? Very seriously. It's our dream job, right? We're going to get a very high fat salary package. What we will do in the interview? Oh, we will do our best, right? So as such, whenever we go in front of Lord, we should think this is our interview. That's why Prabhupada is translated in darshan as interview. He's an acharya. He knows how to give practical lessons through his word-to-word meaning. Interview. All right. So hopefully now we have tried to prepare our consciousness for the whole week. So whenever we have interview with the Lord, let's take it seriously. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much for joining us for this very beautiful discussion to begin our week. And let's be Gauranga conscious throughout the week till we meet next time again. Same day, same time, same place. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur